Lord Cranberry came to us in December last year from a turkey farm in Usk.
Lord Cranberry. Lord Cranberry was rescued from a turkey farm at the end of last year, actually. It's probably mid-December. Matt, our business development manager, went down to the turkey farm and unfortunately had to be the decider and pick a turkey to save. He's quite a character. He originally came in with what we thought was Lady Cranberry, who we later discovered actually was more of an earl. Once they reached maturity, started fighting, so unfortunately they had to be separated, but he now wanders the sanctuary alone, spends the majority of his time staring at himself in the cattery reflection.
Nestled away in Lanfrecfra Cwmbran sits a cosy animal sanctuary called All Creatures Great and Small. And in that sanctuary resides cats and dogs, rabbits and guinea pigs, horses and sheep. But the most mischievous of all is Lord Cranberry, the troublesome turkey. Lord Cranberry walks the yard, ruling the place, keeping everything in order. He helps visitors park their cars. He admires his reflection in the cattery window, and he enjoys a scratch on the belly from the humans. If you go and visit All Creatures Great and Small, you might get to see Lord Cranberry.
So he's been saved from the plague and he'll remain here as a resident animal.
Annette Hill has allowed cameras into the sick bay, which is restricted to the public.
So this is sick bay. This is where we do take in animals that may have cat flu or diarrhea, and they're sort of separated from the other animals. But when we haven't got anything sick, we take in mothers with kittens or pregnant mothers, and at the moment these are feral kittens. They were born outside, so they need taming, which would be quite a lot of work. There was 5 of those. We're looking hopefully for some foster people, because it's really hard, to spend a lot of time with individual kittens.
Whilst Annette is in the sick bay, a litter of kittens is brought in.
I just walked down, but I wasn't sure to bring him here or go to the RSPCA or I don't know where to go.
He's just making up a cabin now and then. God, this one. Yeah, he's making a cabin up and that's just filling a form and then.
Right. Oh, lovely.
You eat down here now.
I'd have it myself, but I got dogs, see, so it's just.
Where did you find them?
My granddad's shed.
Really?
Yeah. Went up to cut the grass for him and there he was. I was like, oh my god. But
This is happening loads lately.
I've been around everywhere asking.
Do you know how long they would have been in there?
I haven't got a clue.
No.
No, it's the first time I've been up to cut his grass in ages.
We'll check back on the kittens soon. Back in the sick bay, Annette discusses the importance of raising young kittens.
But they have to be a lot tamer, because at present they're terrified of people. It's an unfortunate fact that they were brought into a garden by their mum, who wasn't feral, when they were very small, but the gentleman didn't think to put them in a sanctuary or a rehoming unit when they were very little, and they would have been used to people and would be fine. But when they come to like 8 weeks old, now they've developed a fear of humans because they haven't had any contact with them. They are better off, as I said, individuals instead of as a group, because they just sort of feed off each other's nervousness. Might show you how nervous they are. See, the ears flatten and they're starting to hiss, so that's warning, All feral cats do that, or if a cat is really frightened or angry, they'll flatten their ears and make their eyes quite big. So one tip is, when you're looking at a cat that's nervous, you should slowly blink at a cat very slowly, because that in cats' language is welcome, and it's okay, nothing to fear. So we do try and do that. You see the tabby then blinked slowly, you know, but if I went to put my hand near, that's how, you know, bad they are. They have improved a little bit since they've been in, because before they were hiding under the covers. So now they're feeling a little bit more relaxed. We will get there, won't we?
The sanctuary is putting on a rehoming event in the hopes that animals like Hunter will find a permanent home.
I'm going to be holding a rehoming afternoon for the sanctuary, and the intention of that is going to be to invite as many visitors down as possible to have a look at the animals that we've got available for adoption and see if they can give them any homes. But usually we get around, I'd say, about maybe 60 people. Maybe on a good day we'll get around about 100. So not a tremendous amount, but if we can rehome just a few animals, then it's been a success.
Gabrielle, who has been at the sanctuary since 2012, is one of the members who organised the rehoming event.
Mostly we hope to rehome the animals that have been here for a very long time. For instance, dogs that we've had at the sanctuary for, sometimes we can have them 6 months to a year. We aim to hopefully find some visitors who will be willing to take them on. Any really just long stayers at the sanctuary, be it cat, dog or rabbit.
The sanctuary hopes that by putting on these events, animals that have been at the sanctuary both short and long term will have the chance for a new home. Gabrielle hopes that at this event, Hunter will finally find a new family.
Mainly I'm hoping to rehome Hunter if we can. He's been with us now for, must be almost a year now, bless him, he's been with us. And he's had a lot of interest, but he does have a couple of behavioural issues. Not major, but just enough that it tends to put people off. So it'd be nice to find someone who would be willing to take that on and have a bit of patience with him.
The doors open, and after weeks of planning, people begin to arrive. Becky is hoping to adopt a cat. Becky comes to the cattery to see the cats waiting for adoption.
Hello?
Immediately, she is drawn to an 8-year-old cat called Tiger.
Hello? Hello? Look at you. This one's so in my heart though. Tiger! Yeah, I really like this one. I think because he's so old, and it says that he's been a stray since the summer. It's going on for about 8 months, and I think it'd be nice for him to have a forever home. See, a lot of these say that they're not suitable to be rehomed with other cats, which would be a problem because I've got 3 cats at the minute. In fact, I think it's only Tiger that it says it would be okay, and obviously the kittens, but I think they'd get rehomed faster. I think I'd like to adopt another one. And because I haven't got kids or anything, I'm going to worry about him being too scratchy. Although I'm not doing much for the myth of the 30-year-old single cat lady I know.
Meanwhile, it seems Hunter may be about to find a new home.
So far it seems to be going really, really well. A family friend has turned up and they're actually really, really interested in Hunter. They haven't put down a reserve just yet, but they're really, really interested in finding out a bit more information about him, and fingers crossed this means that he might have found himself a new home.
The rehoming event is in full swing, and it seems it's not just Hunter who might find a new home.
Mum, can we have one?
Whilst people inquire about other animals, Becky is in talks about the adoption process for Tiger.
So you've got cats, have you?
Yeah, I've got 3 cats at the moment.
Okay, and they're all neutered?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, like I said, Tiger's he's a really lovely cat, but he can be quite vocal in terms of food, in terms of wanting attention. I said he's been a stray since early summer of last year, he was found. He wasn't microchipped. We've got him neutered, but he did have an adverse reaction to the injection, so in the future you'd need to have gas to let you know.
Rather than anaesthetic?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you got any concerns about Tiger coming to live with his already cats?
Well, he seems, when we're cleaning, when the volunteers have been cleaning, they said he doesn't mind. He doesn't seem to mind other cats. He seems cat friendly.
So I see that a lot of the signs say.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of them, especially with the strays, obviously we don't know their history. But obviously when we're cleaning the cabins out in the morning, we can see their reaction when they're out about, and you can see them, you know, walking around and see how they react to other cats. And yeah, he's pretty good.
Whilst Becky makes a decision, it's good news for Hunter.
Okay, so we've had some really great news. Abby has actually placed a reserve now on Hunter. I mean, they do have to go through a rehoming process now where the assessor, our dog assessor, will go out, just double check over the home, make sure everything is okay for Hunter to move in. But as long as that goes well, it looks like he's actually managed to find himself a new home and a new little family, which is absolutely fab. I couldn't have really asked for more.
A few weeks later, Hunter's new owners invited us to their home to see how Hunter had settled in.
We had Hunter in mind when we went to adopt. We fell in love with him when my friend went to see the rabbits, and that's how we found him.
We don't really believe in people sort of breeding animals and selling them on for profit when so many animals are ending up in places like All Creatures and in the dog pound and whatnot. So we decided that we'd much prefer to adopt, even though we never got a puppy. Still, you know, it's still much nicer. Henry is a very weird dog.
I think most lurch owners would agree though. Yeah.
They act unusual. He's like a nerd. He's just really weird. But he's so funny, you know, he's just lovely to see him every morning, you know. It took Henry quite a while to settle in.
The first 3 nights he finally stopped crying. We did have to apologise to all our neighbours.
Yeah, he really, when we got him, he really didn't like to be left on his own.
And actually, like, people who say, oh, I want a puppy so it can adjust to us, when it comes to adoption, you kind of almost know a bit more about the dog because, you know, if they've been fostered or, you know, checked by the people you know, you know if they've got any illnesses, you know if they're good with kids, if they're good with cats, which you don't get if you buy a dog.
Do it straight away. You know, it's such a rewarding thing to do. You're gonna get, you know, a great dog and a great companion.
I can't really remember the first time I heard about the sanctuary. I've kind of always known about them. And we always used to visit a lot just to look at the dogs.
Yeah, I just really like what they do here. You know, they never put a healthy animal down. The variety of animals they've got. It's not just cats and dogs, there's bigger farm animals, huge turkeys. That's why I chose this place.
The sanctuary has been uniting humans with animals since 1992, and it looks forward to giving many more animals a second chance in life.